Joey Casano right here. I represent TeamCasano.com. All you got to do is click on the link in the description to take you straight to my website. Get your free picks. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Comment. Tell me what you like, dislike, disagree with. Now I'm going to go ahead and start off. This is about the Michigan State Spartans. I am not a Sparty fan personally. I don't have any affiliation with Michigan State or anything. However, what I do is I love college football. I love to pick winners. You can do your due diligence if you have that in you or even know what that means with all these millennials these days. Anyways, which means is you go back and kind of look and see what the guy did before you even kind of make an opinion about him. Anyways, so some of the stuff I might say could be wrong because personally I used to be a book for years. I know how degenerate gamblers bet. We're not betting like that. You know, I'm a sports betting consultant, calculated risk taker is what I call myself, not a handicapper or, a tout. But anyways, back to your Spartans. Man, I love them this year, man. I remember one time they won me some big money in the bowl game against TCU, plus 2.5, plus 1.5, something like that. And they ended up winning the game straight up when Cousins, I believe, was still your quarterback. And I had the under also in that game. That bookie shut me down after that play. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about Sparty. Your quarterback last year, see, that's the thing. I used to be a book. I don't need to know all this stuff. See, people talk about all this misinformation that I have, these facts that I have, they're all wrong. All that stuff on ESPN and Fox that you guys watch too much of and base your picks on emotion, that's where you go wrong because you listen to people on TV. I don't listen to all that emotion stuff. Everything is by facts and by numbers. I look at certain things, and if the numbers match, all I know is that's a play. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I've got you guys written down a few times throughout this year. We'll go ahead and rehash the schedule. From last year, you went 7-6, started off kind of, up and down pretty much. You only hung up 6 on Ohio State. Let's put it this way, I see it a little different this year. I will say that. You got probably, if not the best defensive line in the country. You got a quarterback that could be better. He threw more interceptions than touchdowns. Hopefully, whatever his last name is, Brian L. will do better. He is a senior. That's one thing I consider in my back pocket is always a plus. So I'll go over your schedule real quick. Tulsa, I think you easily get that one. Don't even know if you'll cover the spread. Not worried. Never bet big minus double-digit spreads. Western Michigan, probably will win that one. Won't cover the spread, in my opinion. Arizona State, I think you'll get that one. At Northwestern, you should get that one. Indiana, easily get that one. At Ohio State, I call y'all for the upset this year. Wisconsin, coming after Ohio State, second game on the road in a row. See, that's the kind of stuff I look at, guys. Playing a huge game at Ohio State. Then you got to go play against Wisconsin. You're probably not going to have a full tank of gas going at Wisconsin second week in a row, playing in Ohio State the week before, which means you play Indiana for homecoming, which means I'd probably bet Indiana. See, I don't know nothing about Indiana. It's a football team. I know they're a basketball team. I know they're the Hoosiers. But I would say you probably wouldn't be a bad spot to take Indiana against your Sparties the week before they play Ohio State. Then you got a week off. You play Penn State. I think you should easily get them, especially if you're coming off a loss. I still think you could easily beat Wisconsin. Illinois, come on. If you guys don't win that one, you're out of here. At Michigan, let's see. When was the last time? Let's see. So y'all kind of trade here. See, you beat Michigan in 14. Beat Michigan in 15, so you beat them 2 years in a row that year. Lost to them in 16, beat them in 17. God, I remember that. Was it 15? That one with the punt? Yeah, it was 15, yeah. And then last year you lost 7-21. I definitely see a different story this year for you guys. I could honestly see you guys winning the Big Ten. Just my opinion. I think you easily get Michigan. It's another spot where I'd probably bet Illinois because you're playing Michigan the week before. See what I'm kind of getting at, guys? It doesn't matter about all these players' names and what they did. A few numbers is all I need to know. Like I said, I used to book for years, so I know how degenerate gamblers, losing gamblers bet. We will be betting the opposite way. Anyway, so yeah, I think you guys at worst go 10-2. 9-3 at worst, but I see you beating Ohio State this year. Wisconsin's going to be a tough one to follow up and win both of those road games in a row. And then, of course, you got to play at Michigan. Never an easy place to play your interstate rival game. However, you do have the revenge factor. They beat you guys last year on your turf, so definitely that plays a key factor, which makes me like Sparty even more over the Wolverines. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Team Casano. All you got to do is click on the link below. My guy Daniel Wages and I that run Team Casano, his MMA has been killer. Let me show you what he bet last night. Let's see here. Where's he at? There he is. Alrighty. Boom, boom, boom. Right, there we go. All three MMA win. Yeah, that's from my guy Daniel Wages. Find him on Facebook. He does a little bit of baseball. I'm not much into baseball, but he's been hot with his MMA. If you want MMA, we've already got all 5 of our selections for week 1. Go ahead and click on the link below. It's only $40 for the first week, or you can get in for the whole season, half month, whatever. It's all on the website. If you're betting more than $200 a game, you need to call me personally, and you and I need to talk. Other than that, like I said, click on the link below, get your free picks. Our first week 1 free pick, UCLA plus 3.5. They're going to win that game straight up, in my opinion. Thanks for giving me 7 minutes of your life. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sparty fans. I did not mean to make a mistake. I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of the game, and I'm a fan of increasing my sportsbook balance. I think most of us kind of fall into that, right? Except not the fan part. That second part, we all fall into that. Anyways, thanks for giving me 7 minutes of your life.